Let's have right at the back. Sorry, microphone's on its way around to you.
Will Woodward from The Guardian. Do you think the Prime Minister should come back from his holiday?
I think I have the advantage over the Prime Minister that when I'm out of the country, John Prescott isn't running the Conservative Party, if I can put it like that. But I think every Prime Minister needs a good holiday.
James Chapman from the Daily Mail. You've attacked Gordon Brown, David, for freezing the Home Office budget. Are you committing to increasing that budget year on year?
What I'm saying is that he should review his judgment about freezing it. He's in the middle of a comprehensive spending review. He's said that it's one of the centerpieces of this government's work. And it seems to me completely bizarre to prejudge that spending review and freeze the Home Office budget for 3 years before you've done the real work of identifying what the risks are, what the threats are, where the money can be saved in other areas. So what I'm saying to him is to reverse that judgment, to unfreeze the budget and to include the Home Office as part of his comprehensive spending review, because he made that judgment about freezing the Home Office budget, which was a fairly bizarre judgment anyway, but he made it before John Reid repeatedly said that the Home Office was unfit for purpose, and he made it before the security events that we've seen in the last few days. So we will make our own spending decisions in our own time before a general election when we'll become the government of the country. But he should reverse his decision to freeze that budget. It is a bizarre decision and something he could do now, and I think would be widely welcomed if he actually took a common sense approach as we have. On the left at the back.
Alison Little, Daily Express. Firstly, were you and your family affected by the airport chaos on your return from your holiday? Secondly, could I ask, what do you say to Muslims who want more recognition of Muslim holidays in our public holiday structure, use of Sharia law in this country? And finally, is John Prescott earning his keep?
Well, the answer to the third question is no. The first question, airport chaos, no, I was very lucky flying back on a sort of charter flight from Corfu, because I think we were flying incoming to Gatwick, that actually our flight actually arrived early, and apart from the usual hold-up at baggage, it was very, very quick. But I could see on the other side of the airport, as it were, you know, the considerable chaos that people were in. But I think people flying into Britain haven't had nearly as much trouble as those trying to fly out. And I think it is actually worth just stopping and thinking about the 10,000 holidays that have been affected. You know, a lot of families, particularly those with young children, will have had a nightmare sitting at Heathrow or Gatwick or Stansted, you know, hour after hour, sometimes day after day, just watching while their week-long holiday has been salami sliced 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, and it really is tragic. And I hope, Chris perhaps might want to add to this, that even at this late stage, that I hope that the government is doing everything it can to leverage its relationships with the security industry and security companies to make sure that all the trained staff that can be brought to bear on this issue are brought to bear. You know, we've looked, and I know David has spoken to the British Airports Authority about whether you could use members of the armed services. It would be difficult because there's a training period that's necessary, but I think there is perhaps more the government could do, and we've asked them to look at that. That was airport chaos. Muslim holidays. I think that, you know, we should have one set of law, one set of holidays for everybody in the country, and everyone should celebrate those holidays together. I don't think that trying to be a sort of community of communities is actually the answer to our problems. What we want to be is to make sure that, yes, we're a multiracial country, but actually we have a common identity and common values. And as the Chief Rabbi puts it, this is a house that we're building together. I think we should focus on that as our approach, rather than try to pretend that we're all going to be living in separate houses. Let's focus on the house that we're building together.